Hello and welcome to the Investing Iguana, the channel where we talk about all things related to money and investing in Singapore. I'm your host, Iggy, and today we're going to answer a very interesting question: what's the best age to retire in Singapore? Now, I know what you're thinking. Retirement is something that only old people worry about, right? Well, not exactly. Retirement is not just about stopping work and collecting your CPF payouts. It's also about having the freedom and flexibility to pursue your passions, hobbies, and dreams without worrying about money. And who doesn't want that? I'm sure many of you have fantasized about quitting your job and traveling the world, starting your own business, or spending more time with your family and friends. But how realistic is that? How much money do you need to retire comfortably in Singapore? And how long do you have to work and save before you can achieve that? Well, that's what we're going to find out in this video. But before we dive into the numbers, let's first understand some key terms and concepts related to retirement in Singapore. First of all, what is the official retirement age in Singapore? According to the Retirement and Re-employment Act, RRA, the current retirement age is 63 years old. This means that your employer cannot ask you to retire or dismiss you from your job before you turn 63, unless there are other valid reasons such as poor performance or misconduct. However, this doesn't mean that you have to retire at 63 if you don't want to. You can choose to continue working beyond 63 if you are able and willing. In fact, your employer is required by law to offer you re-employment until you reach 68 years old. This means that they have to offer you a contract of at least 1 year with the same or similar job scope and salary as before. But what if you want to work even longer than 68? Well, that's possible too. You can negotiate with your employer for further re-employment or look for another job elsewhere. There is no legal limit on how long you can work in Singapore as long as you are healthy and capable. However, there is a limit on when you can start receiving your CPF payouts. As you know, CPF is a mandatory savings scheme that helps you save for your retirement, healthcare, and housing needs. When you turn 55, a retirement account, RA, will be created for you, and some of your savings from your ordinary account, OA, and special account, SA, will be transferred to your RA. The amount that will be transferred depends on the prevailing full retirement sum, FRS, which is currently $192,000 for those who turn 55 in 2023. The FRS is adjusted yearly for inflation and will increase over time. You can choose to set aside more than the FRS if you want higher payouts in the future. You can start withdrawing your CPF savings from age 55 after setting aside the FRS in your RA. You can withdraw up to $5,000 from your OA and SA, or anything above the FRS in your RA, whichever is higher. However, if you have an outstanding housing loan or property charge/pledge on your property, you may not be able to withdraw all of your CPF savings. You can also choose to defer your withdrawal until later if you don't need the money yet. The longer you defer, the more interest you will earn on your CPF savings. The current interest rates for CPF accounts are 2.5% for OA and 4% for SA and RA. There are also extra interest rates of 1% for the first $60,000 of your combined balances and another 1% for the first $30,000 of your combined balances if you are aged 55 and above. But when will you start receiving monthly payouts from your RA? Well, that depends on when you were born. If you were born before 1958, your payout eligibility age is 65. If you were born between 1958 and 1962, your payout eligibility age is between 65 and 67. If you were born after 1962, your payout eligibility age is 67. You can also choose to start your payouts later than your payout eligibility age if you want higher payouts in the future. The latest you can start your payouts is age 70. The amount of payouts you will receive depends on how much savings you have in your RA and which CPF Life plan you choose. CPF Life is a life annuity scheme that provides lifelong income for retirees. There are 3 CPF Life plans to choose from: Standard Plan, Basic Plan, and Escalating Plan. The Standard Plan gives you higher payouts but lower bequests, the amount left in your RA when you pass away. The basic plan gives you lower payouts but higher bequests. The escalating plan gives you lower payouts at first but increases by 2% every year to keep up with inflation. You can use the CPF Life Estimator tool on the CPF website to estimate how much payouts you can expect under each plan based on your RA balance and desired payout start age. You can also use the CPF Retirement Calculator tool to estimate how much savings you need to meet your desired retirement income. So now that we have covered the basics of retirement in Singapore, let's go back to our original question: what's the best age to retire in Singapore? Well, there is no definitive answer to this question because it depends on many factors such as A. Your lifestyle preferences and expenses, B. Your health condition and life expectancy, C. Your income sources and assets, D. Your family situation and obligations, E. Your personal goals and aspirations. However, we can try to come up with some scenarios based on some assumptions and calculations. Let's say that 1. You are currently 35 years old. 2. You earn $5,000 per month. 3. You save 20% of your income, $1,000 per month. 4. You invest your savings at an average return of 5% per year. 5. You contribute 20% of your income, $1,000 per month, to CPF. 6. Your employer contributes another 17% of your income, $850 per month, to CPF. 7. You have no outstanding debts or loans. 8. You have no dependents or financial obligations. 9. You own a fully paid HDB flat worth $500,000. And 10. You spend $3,000 per month on living expenses. You want to maintain the same standard of living after retirement. Scenario A. Retire at age 50. If you want to retire at age 50, you will have about $360,000 in cash savings, $1,000 times 12 times, 1 plus 0.05, to the power of 15. You will have about $600,000 in CPF savings, $1 plus 85 cents, times $1 plus 17 cents, times 1 plus 0.025 plus 0.04 times 0.6, to the power of 15. You will have a total net worth of about $1.46 million, $360,000 plus $600,000 plus $500,000. You will not be able to withdraw any money from CPF until age 55. You will not be able to receive any monthly payouts from CPF until age 65 or later. Also, you will have to rely on your cash savings for income until then. Let's assume that you will need about $36,000 per year for living expenses, $3,000 times 12. Your cash savings will last for about 10 years, $360,000/$36,000. Based on these calculations, by age 60, you will have exhausted your cash savings and have no income. You will have to sell your HDB flat and downgrade to a smaller one or rent a room. You will have about $1.1 million left in your net worth, $1.46 million to $360,000. You will have to wait for another 5 years or more to start receiving your CPF payouts. You will receive about $2,000 per month from CPF Life Standard Plan based on your RA balance of $600,000. You will have a shortfall of $1,000 per month for living expenses, $3,000 to $2,000. You will have to use your remaining net worth to cover the shortfall. Your net worth will last for about 18 years, $1.1 million/$1,000 times 12. By age 83, you will have depleted your net worth and have only CPF payouts for income. You will have to reduce your living expenses by a third or rely on other sources of income such as family support or public assistance. As you can see, retiring at age 50 is not very feasible in this scenario. You will face a lot of financial challenges and uncertainties in your later years. You will also have to make some sacrifices and compromises in your lifestyle and housing choices. Unless you have other sources of income or assets that can generate passive income for you, retiring at age 50 is not advisable. Scenario B. Retire at age 63. If you want to retire at age 63, you will have about $660,000 in cash savings, $1,000 times 12x, 1 plus 0.05, to the power of 28. You will have about $1.2 million in CPF savings, $1 plus 85 cents, times $1 plus 17 cents, times 1 plus 0.025 plus 0.04 times 0.6 to the power of 28. You will have a total net worth of about $2.36 million, $660,000 plus $1.2 million plus $500,000. You will be able to withdraw up to $5,000 from CPF or anything above the FRS in your RA, whichever is higher. You will be able to receive monthly payouts from CPF from age 65 or later. You will have to rely on your cash savings and CPF withdrawal for income until then. You will need about $36,000 per year for living expenses, $3,000 times 12. Your cash savings and CPF withdrawal will last for about 18 years, $660,000 plus $1.2 million to $186,000, divided by $36,000. By age 81, you will have exhausted your cash savings and CPF withdrawal and have no income. You will have to sell your HDB flat and downgrade to a smaller one or rent a room. You will have about $1.7 million left in your net worth, $2.36 million, $660,000 plus $1.2 million to $186,000. You will start receiving about $2,000 per month from CPF Life Standard Plan based on your RA balance of $186,000. You will have a shortfall of $1,000 per month for living expenses, $3,000 to $2,000. You will have to use your remaining net worth to cover the shortfall. Your net worth will last for about 28 years, $1.7 million divided by $1,000 times 12. By age 109, you will have depleted your net worth and have only CPF payouts for income. You will have to reduce your living expenses by a third or rely on other sources of income such as family support or public assistance. As you can see, retiring at age 63 is more feasible than retiring at age 50 in this scenario. You will have more savings and CPF to last you longer in your retirement years. You will also have less financial stress and more flexibility in your lifestyle and housing choices. However, you will still face some challenges and uncertainties in your later years. You will also have to work for almost 3 decades before you can retire. Scenario C, retire at age 70. If you want to retire at age 70, you will have about $1 million in cash savings, $1,000 x 12x, 1 plus 0.05 to the power of 35. You will have about $2 million in CPF savings, $1 plus 85 cents, times $1 plus 17 cents, times 1 plus 0.025 plus 0.04 times 0.6 to the power of 35. You will have a total net worth of about $3.5 million, $1 million plus $2 million plus $500,000. You will be able to withdraw up to $5,000 from CPF or anything above the FRS in your RA, whichever is higher. You will start receiving monthly payouts from CPF immediately. You will have to rely on your cash savings, CPF withdrawal, and CPF payouts for income. You will need about $36,000 per year for living expenses, $3,000 times 12. Your cash savings, CPF withdrawal, and CPF payouts will last for about 28 years, $1 million plus $2 million to $186,000, plus $2,000 times 12 times 28, $36,000. By age 98, you will have exhausted your cash savings, CPF withdrawal, and CPF payouts and have no income. You will have to sell your HDB flat and downgrade to a smaller one or rent a room. You will have about $2.2 million left in your net worth, $3.5 million, $1 million plus $2 million to $186,000, plus $2,000 times 12 times 28. You will have no other sources of income. You will have to use your remaining net worth for living expenses. Your net worth will last for about 61 years, $2.2 million divided by $36,000. By age 159, you will have depleted your net worth and have no income. you will have to rely on public assistance or family support. As you can see, retiring at age 70 is the most feasible option in this scenario. You will have enough savings and CPF to last you for the rest of your life. You will also have more financial security and peace of mind in your retirement years. However, you will also have to work for almost 4 decades before you can retire. You will also have less time and energy to enjoy your retirement and pursue your passions. So, what's the best age to retire in Singapore? Well, as you can see from these scenarios, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on your personal situation and preferences. Some people may prefer to retire early and live frugally. Some people may prefer to retire late and live comfortably. Some people may prefer to work part-time or freelance after retirement. Some people may prefer to never retire at all. The important thing is to plan ahead and start saving and investing as early as possible. The more money you have, the more options you have. The more options you have, the more freedom you have. The more freedom you have, the happier you will be. That's all for today's video. I hope you learned something new and useful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also, leave a comment below and let me know what's your ideal retirement age and why. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Iggy from the Investing Iguana signing off. Stay smart, stay savvy, stay Iguana.